Hi, greetings. This is Gurma once again. As you can see, I decided to go ahead and shave. I didn't really like how I looked in those previous videos. Too much facial hair. Anyway, what's on my mind tonight is Ephesians chapter 2, verses 8 and 9. This is a very common passage that sometimes you'll find in gospel tracts that mainstream Christianity they use as their to try to get people to put their faith in Christ, and that's the verse they use. One of the verses they use to teach that that you need faith in order to be saved. But I'm going to go ahead and read it real carefully here, and it says in verse 8, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, and that not of yourselves, is the gift of God, not of works, lest anyone should boast." One of the things I've noticed, though, is that it talks about faith here, but we really have to look at it and ask, well, whose faith is it? Whose faith are we saved by? In verse 8, "For by grace you have been saved through faith, comma, and that not of yourselves." What's not of yourselves? Faith. Faith is not of yourselves. It's a gift of God. It's not of us. That faith that saves is not of us. It's of Christ. It's His faith that saves. So I think what Paul is saying is that for by grace you have been saved through faith, and that faith it's the faith of Christ. You're saved by grace through the faith of Christ, and not by your works. So therefore no one has anything to boast about before God. They can't boast about their works. They can't boast about their faith, which is also a work. If you have to conjure up faith and it's something that you've got to, if it's something that's of you, then it would be a work. And then in verse 10 it says, "For we are His workmanship, created in Christ Jesus for good works, which God prepared beforehand that we should walk in them." And that is very, very true. I mean, just, excuse me, but there are certain good works that God has prepared for all of us to walk in, but it's Him who does the work. It's because we are His workmanship. It's not ours. It's not our work. It's His work. Whatever good works that He has planned beforehand for each of us, He's going to see to it that we walk in them. Whatever those works are, we don't have to worry about trying to figure it out ourselves. We just get to rest and thank Him for what He's done. Thank Him for His love, and to just go on with our lives and really just enjoy Him and just bask in His love. And the works that He does through us, He'll do it naturally, and we won't have to wonder about it. We won't have to try. And there's just so many ways that God would be working through us without us realizing it. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Appreciate you taking the time to watch. And thank you very much. Grace and peace.